Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a general reading for your sign. It will be for the month of June. There are quite a few things happening in the month astrologically, so I'm just going to touch on a few. We have Sun, Mercury, North Node, all in Gemini. So very strong Gemini focus. Mercury will be retrograde, and then we also have a new moon solar eclipse all happening in the same sign. So the Mercury retrograde is in effect until the 22nd of June. And then there will be a slight drag period, even a shadow period after that as well. But basically, it's everything to do with your communications, and Mercury is already the communication planet, but it's highlighted because it's in its own sign of Gemini. So all communication matters will be highlighted. So, that's general electronics, internet, communications of all kinds, whether they're written or verbal, online, and all technology related to those things. And also obviously in person, with certain people, general relatives and so on, and then obviously to the wider audience as well. But when it's retrograde, it can actually be a period of for certainly from an electronic point of view, it can be a period where you need to just back up your electronics and your technology, because glitches can occur, and just you may notice glitches occurring anyway. It is also obviously going to affect your communications. So it's not a good time to be launching big actions or making big purchases, or perhaps signing things, because contracts and documents are also indicated. So it's best, if you can, to put it off until after the retrograde has completed. But if you simply cannot, then make sure that you triple check everything, all the details, all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and that nothing has been left out or misinterpreted or assumed or overlooked. And so check all the details in that regard, and even obviously with your verbal communications as well. Be very careful during that. It really is an introspective period. It's a period to go within. Things slow down. It's an intense time. It really is a magnifying glass for what's happening internally, but obviously for whatever it is that you were planning or were hoping to initiate and so on. And lots of things can come up. Also it rules vehicles as well, and plans about short trips or journeys, in some cases travel. So all of these things come in, but when it's retrograde, delays can occur, things can pop up, which create problems. But in actual fact, at the end of it, if you use the introspective period of the retrograde, then you go over everything that you were intending or planning or thinking about again with a very fine-tooth comb. You look at it very carefully. And back to the drawing board in some cases. Anything with a re in front of it, so repeat, review, relocate, release, refine, all of these words come in. And whatever you work on during this period will be better on the other side of the retrograde. So you will create something better. It can also be that a situation or a person pops back into your life briefly. Usually it's for closure, or they deliver some message or information, or you discern something which is quite valuable from the situation or from the person. And it can be quite productive. Then we also have a new moon solar eclipse. So this will be on the 10th of June. It's at 19 degrees of Gemini. So new moon is always about new starts, fresh beginnings. In some cases, it's about potential and dreams. And it's with the solar eclipse, that is going to be self-mastery coming up. So this is mastering your emotions, really. And this is going to be tested because with a solar eclipse, something can jolt you, or an upheaval can occur. Something can happen quite rapidly to force you into the present moment. And this is where you are at your most powerful. This is where you make all your decisions, where you set your intentions and so on. It's in the present moment. It will affect your relationships or your profession, or you may even be relocating, or all of those are affected, however it comes in for you. Now, it is also an opportunity, again, for self-mastery. So whatever change or shift that comes up for you, for some it may be more pronounced than others. For some people it'll be a purely internal thing, more like a realization or a perception shift, like an epiphany. And for others it will be a physical thing that will occur. And it's how you manage the change. So managing change really is the whole point of it. It's your attitude, your beliefs, your willingness to approach the situation and create something better. In some cases, you will have to go into fixed change or create something better from what was there before. So all of these factors come in. And then we also have Saturn and Uranus. They will be squaring off. This will be on the 13th of June, so quite a big story that. Saturn is in Aquarius, and it's retrograde as well. Aquarius is a fixed sign like you, and Aquarius is all about the future and futuristic tech and so on. And Saturn is always about rules and discipline and structuring and systems. Always aiming for a solid foundation in whatever gets created under Saturn. Always aiming for that, for discipline, for bringing in a solid foundation, something that's going to stand the test of time. But it's also about rules and karma and timekeeping as well. And the Aquarian obviously is very futuristic in its basis, but it can also affect friendships. It can affect global or group consciousness, your contacts and networks, and also your hopes and dreams for the future, and your hobbies and interests and associations with that. Then we have Uranus and Taurus, which I'm sure you will know about. Uranus is the god of change. This is about deconditioning, any kind of change, but it can also be liberation in some cases. In other cases, it can be rebellion. It can also be, a light bulb moment, like really like a bolt of lightning coming down, and a leap of consciousness that can come in with Uranus. So this is happening in your sign, which is already a rumble because Taurians don't like change generally. So the fixed like to have a practical plan and to move things to be moving smoothly and calmly, and Uranus is just not like that. So it's there to shake things up. So see how that goes for you. Also, there will be a full moon in Capricorn on the 24th of June, and Capricorn is a fellow earth sign, so this will be harmonious to your sun angle. So let's see what comes in. There's a few other things happening as well. Mars and Venus are together briefly in Cancer at the beginning of June, but then also they come together really quite very, very close angle, and then for a conjunction, but that will be in Leo from the 28th of June through into July. And this is representing the masculine and feminine principle, and they will be very close together. And Leo will be a fiery, romantic and passionate sign. So let's see how that goes for you. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Fifth house, 12th house, 11th house. Okay, so in regular astrology, normally the Aquarius rules the 11th house. So I do feel that this Saturn-Uranus squaring off is going to rebound in some way here for you. It will highlight matters that need to be addressed. Because of the angle of the aspect, it will highlight things you need to work on, or weaknesses, whether it's for you or whether it's globally. In some cases it will be both, because there are a lot of collective elements, and that's collective for everybody, not just for you. We have Taurus. Okay, so this is important for you. South Node. These two want to come out. Sagittarius and Lunar Eclipse. Okay, so we have just been through a Lunar Eclipse, so possibly aspects that have come in to do with that may be still working themselves out, because a lunar eclipse can unfold over a 6-week to a 6-month period. So, we'll see how that comes in for you. Then we've got Moon Sol as well. This is the bottom of the astrology deck. So moon energy for you there. And as I said, the full moon is in Capricorn on the 24th of June. Protostara, Sulis. A lot of watery energy coming in there for you. Bust. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is Aphrodite, inner goddess. So this is all about self-care. Let's get Fairy Tarot. King of Spring. So this could represent a person or a situation, but it's a nice energy to have. We've got five of autumn at the bottom. Let's get a destiny card for you. Not sure which one it was. Let's take this one. Prudence, okay. Okay, so let's just start here. We've got, this is the bottom of the Fairy Tarot, so 5 of autumn, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. So some of this energy may be just sort of leaving or passing through you at this time, or it could be something that you're contemplating, right now. But this is very much about, giving and receiving as well. So reach out to others. So, it may be that you need to just get some guidance or assistance in some way, and not to block that, because it may just be going to help you through a difficult patch or through some sort of period which is just requiring some adjustment and assistance at this time. So, and then poor timing for a career change. This could just be that you're contemplating that, or you've been thinking about it. Perhaps you're wanting to earn more money from a position and so on. But just feeling the pinch generally, or feeling that you perhaps need to improve your situation. But I feel that this is going to change because you have got the King of Spring here. So I do feel that something is coming in for you, whether it's your part of your reaching out for assistance and somebody comes in to assist you, or something comes in to assist you. But this energy could, as I say, just be moving off now, and this is the start of a new phase coming in. Or it could be something that was brought up with the lunar eclipse, and now you are, grappling with that situation currently. Now we have got here King of Spring, innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical. So this could be somebody in your situation, whether it's a partner or a friend or a boss or a manager or somebody else, maybe exhibiting these qualities. It can be masculine or feminine. And it says here, a financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So I feel this situation to do with the money is, a resolution will be found. Something is coming in for you to assist you. So whether it's as a result of you reaching out and somebody comes in to assist you, or whether it's coming from some other situation. It could also be that you in your current position, whatever it is that you're doing, perhaps you can address a few things with your manager or the people that you work with, or however you do it, and find another way, or find ways to improve your situation so that you don't feel compelled to move at this time. As I said, with Mercury retrograde, it's not a good time to be looking for a new job and all that kind of thing, because you will, especially if you've got to sign something, because likely it won't go well, or you'll have to change something, or you'll have to go back and do something again, or there'll be some kind of issue that comes up. Rather wait until the retrograde period has passed, and if there's been no improvement to your situation, then you can look to expand. But I do feel that possibly that's back to the drawing board. Go back over your things again, or your plan, or whatever, and look, and possibly there's something that you can fix, change, or create and make it better within your current situation, and possibly somebody can come in and assist you with that. So that may not be necessary for you to be moving and changing jobs and going through all of that stress. So see if you can improve your current situation, but in the meantime it looks like you're getting some help at this time. As I said, with the prudence, this is about being prudent with your actions, okay? So just bear in mind with the Mercury retrograde, as I said, be careful where you put your energy. This is really more of an introspective period. It's a time to make something better than what you have currently, okay? So this is about be careful where you put your energy. Treat your energy like gold. So, where you're going to put it, and this can relate to a lot of things. You don't want to be putting it into something that's not going to bear fruit, or it's not going to help you in any way. You need to be just alert and careful about where you're putting your energy at this time, so that even if it's a long-term thing or a short-term thing, whatever it may be, so that it's going to be beneficial. It may not be showing immediately, but something that will come, bear fruit at some point. But just be careful that you don't spread too much around and then deplete yourself in some way, whether this is from an energy or a monetary point of view. Now we have got here fifth house creativity. Fifth house is your house of creativity, obviously. We are all born creative. Not all of us are born artistic. So, just take it as it resonates. But the creativity is, we use it every day, all the time, in everything that we do. So it's your stamp, your individuality, your originality, or just your flair or your way of doing things. And it could be project related. Perhaps you're involved in that at the moment, or you are in the creative field. In some cases, this can be like to do with the arts as well. You have got the Taurus card here, and that can very much be to do with the arts, or whatever it may be. So this can be stage work, it can be on media, it can be an artistic work, sculpture or dance or stage work, whatever is right for you. It could be that something is coming in for you, something new to work on, and possibly this will then somebody will step up to assist you, perhaps to offer you backing for that, or to commission you for something. These things can come in a multiple of ways. So all of that comes in. It's also the house of children. So this could also be to do with your children or other children around you at this time. But it is also very much about recreational activities. So this, anything fun, anything pleasurable, anything that really you enjoy. It can be a sport, or it could be a handcraft or an artistic activity, or just some sort of physical activity. It could be anything that is enjoyable and pleasurable and fun for you. All of that comes in with this house. It is also it could be to do with a love affair as well. So this is somebody coming in, either a new person or somebody that's around at this moment. This hasn't gone fully to commitment. It's more like the beginning stages. Seventh house is more the commitment. And so this is something that it could be relevant for you at this time. And it's all the activities around that, the romantic and the pleasurable activities. Then it can also be about a risk of some sort that may be coming in with this. This may be tied up to a creative project or to this love affair or something else, maybe even to do with your children. You could be involved in something that your children are going through, and you're seeing it through their eyes, or you are working through it with them. So take it as it applies to your situation. The risk situation can also be related to a profession, and this is to do with like stock market, in some cases gambling as well. So now it's saying here, Taurus is about the accumulation of funds. It's about the accumulation of anything really, but mostly material things, ownership of things, income, and the accumulation of money, and money matters come in with this. So all of those issues are highlighted, but it is also about you're growing your garden of possibilities. So what is your garden? What are you trying to grow here? Is it a creative project? Is it something to do with your children? Is it to do with, a romance, a love affair? And if that's the case, it's going to be very sensuous because of the Taurus energy. But it is also a love of luxury. It's a love of home comforts, a nice place to be, security, and money, squirreled away in the bank, things like that. Just security, stability, all of these things come in with this. But it really is about your garden of possibilities. What are you growing? How are you nurturing it? Is it short-term, long-term? What is your plan? All of these things. On a mundane level, it can be literally something to do with gardening as well, or getting your hands on the soil, or things to do with land and real estate and ownership of that, or connection to that in some way. Income comes in with this, and also your self-worth, which may come up in relationships as well, or your children, and with any creative project that you may be involved in. So all of these things come in, and your talents and abilities, obviously, and your skills to do with the arts or artistic activities, whatever that may be, however it applies to you, and the nurturing of that, as it were. Now, you've got a very positive card here. You've got Ostara, fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So for some people, this may be to do with children. So the sensuality and the tactile activities, and also creating a home, making it a beautiful home, or creating an environment which is welcoming, either for a love affair or for children, or whatever the situation may be. Okay, it's all of the nurturing activities that go in with this, and the providing stability and security, and creating something, material things, gathering material things. So it could be to do with birth or conception or children. In this case, you may be in that way in your life. For others, it may be even grandchildren. It depends on where you are in your life. So, but it could also be a creative project that you're involved in, or something that you want to start or do, or an activity or an artistic activity, or it could be something to do with the arts, whether it's ballet or dancing. Perhaps it's related to your children, a handcraft, whatever it may be. But very, very fertile time, very abundant time. Flowers are blooming, and there's some lovely, abundant energy. She's got a basket full of eggs. This card is often associated with when the Easter period, or April, or any time really that is seen as more abundant for you. And so for some case, people, that can be like more summery energy, or spring for some people. So it really depends on what you relate to in this energy. Something that you may be working on may only, what you plant now may only bear fruit in the Easter period. So certainly if you are into the, making yourself available to produce children, or something to do with your children, or conceiving or conception, or whatever it may be, or even birthing, it could very well be related to that. Take it as it resonates. But it's a very, very fertile energy. This is even fertility from an artistic and a creative point of view, or a relationship, whatever the situation, but very, very positive, very abundant energy coming in here. So I do feel that your home and related matters may also be coming in. So we've got here the 12th house. So the 12th house is everything to do with the unconscious. This house rules your unconscious, and that rules about 90% of your life. So this is everything that's going on behind the scenes. This is, what is underneath the surface. So this will be your drives, your ambitions, your the parts that are hidden. It can be behavioral complexities, it could be programming, it could be aspects of yourself that you don't reveal very often. All of this, all of those aspects come in. It's also about your dreams, what you are connecting to in your life. This can have a spiritual aspect as well. It can be connection to the divine. However you do that, it could be through your art, or through your profession, or through your children. Connecting to the divine and bringing that energy down, that imagination and inspiration. Beautiful source energy coming in is all connected to this. It's also the, times for retreat or reflection or solitude in some cases. Now, as I said, with the Mercury retrograde, that could have been activated already, and certainly even with the lunar eclipse, that could have been activated. So this is about cleaning house as well. This is about going within to look at things and to release what is not serving you anymore, or to bring up to the surface things that need to be looked at and faced. Okay, so this is why it's got escape there. This can literally be a physical escape, as in a break or a retreat or a holiday or a weekend away or whatever it is, just to relax and get in touch with yourself, spirituality. It could even be a yoga retreat or some kind of other escape. So it can be that, but it can also be escaping from things that you just simply are unable to face, or haven't just felt that you can't face right now. And sometimes things come in to push that into your present moment to be dealt with. It can be all of that. In some cases, it can be sort of codependency issues, or addictions can come up with this. Allergies sometimes can rise up as well. And it is also about meeting soulmates. Even twin flames come in with this house. It's soul bonds, karma comes in with this energy. So it's your karma coming into this life. What is it that you're working on in this lifetime? Who is coming in for you, and so on. All of those things do come up. And it can also be the resolution of karma, or the karma inheritance that you have. And this can come, as I said, down the line, ancestral situations, whatever you've brought into this lifetime to work on. It is also very much the house of healing. And this can come in with with the spirituality and the mysticism and so on, but it can also be part of a profession. So this is a healing profession maybe that you're involved in, or you may be wanting to get healing, or you may be receiving healing in some way. All of that can be highlighted. And service to others comes in with this. So this can be in one of those professions, or you are just very much that way inclined. You may be just in volunteering for things, or working with others to assist them in some way. All of these aspects come in. It can also be that you may be visiting an institution of some kind, and it's your experiences there. So this can be a learning institution, or government, or hospital, a library. What you learn and what you pick up there. It's kind of got this very reflective, spiritual, healing energy, but also, service to others, and also dealing with your own things which are in your unconscious. Now, it looks like the emotions are high at the moment. You've got soulless bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So it's indicating that you're possibly a little bit tired, a bit run down, and you do need to possibly take an escape and go somewhere, either for some sort of healing retreat, or just a weekend away, or just time on your own, or just time to, to connect with a water body of some sort, because water is very spiritual and elemental in nature. It's emotional, and it could just be that this is the body that you need to be in, whether it's the ocean or a lake or some other, like a river, whatever. Just spend time near there, and that will help to recharge your batteries. Obviously, if it's the sea, then get in the sea if you can do so. Otherwise, do a water ritual yourself at home. If you have a bath, then get coarse sea salt, a big bag, and drop it in, and then just soak in the water and let that cleanse your aura. Drink more water. Enjoy if you have a shower, let the water run over you, and imagine all your troubles and everything just washing away. These are all different types of meditative water rituals, which are very much to do with the 12th house. But it's saying that you need time to do that, whether it's away or in your home, or in some way or shape or form. You need to just recharge your batteries, to lift your energy up, and bring, be in an environment which is going to be conducive for that. The reason you need to do that is because you have South Node, life's debts. So South Node is a very, very powerful card. Okay, this can bring in, again, like an epiphany or some kind of huge realization, but it could also be a big door that has closed for you, and now you must move forward. You simply must move forward. But it's about letting go of the past, releasing baggage, emotional baggage, dramas from the past, experiences, and so on. It can also, as I said, with the 12th house, it can be bringing up things that you simply haven't been able to face. You need to resolve things, you need to face things, you need to resolve things and deal with them and let them go, because otherwise they drain your energy. They're kind of festering away there in your unconscious, and they tend to repeat. They tend to pop up over and over again until you deal with them. So, do everything you can to support your body through this. And if you need to go away just to get yourself together, then do that. But it's about releasing things from the past, things that have been holding you back. This could even be habits that you have, or attitudes or beliefs that you have that are just not serving you anymore. It could be experiences that you've had in the past that have shaped your attitude now, and it's kind of inhibited your behavior. This is like self-defeating behavior that can come in with the 12th house, like self-sabotage. So, you need to face these things, bring them into the light, because they lose their boogeyman factor then when you do that. Bring them into the light, see them for what they are, see that they've had a purpose, acknowledge that purpose, and then just let it go. And if there's practical situations you can do to deal with these things, then that needs to be done as well. But it's releasing baggage, because some big door will have closed, or some aspect of your life is now essentially over, and it's the moving away from the past into the future, and that's what you want. That's what you've come here for. But if you get stuck in the past and dealing with, it could even be past life things that does come up with the 12th house as well. If you allow these things to rule your life, then they inhibit your behavior. And that's what this is about. This is about releasing all that so that you can move forward. We also have got here the moon energy. So this can also be about dwelling on the past, the moon energy coming in, dwelling on the past, nostalgia, sentimentality, and all of that. Just remember, your rearview mirror is small for a reason, okay? You need to be moving forward. You can't make decisions from the past. You can only make them in the present moment. That is where you are at your most powerful. So stay present. Bring hindsight and wisdom from the past, but stay present. Watch your moods, watch your emotions, and observe your habits. All of these things come up with the 12th house. This is about doing everything you can to make yourself as secure, emotionally secure as you can. And sometimes that can just be a retreat, which is why the 12th house came up. So this is just spending time on your own, doing your own thing. But it can also be to do with emotional comfort, and this can be obviously, don't become dependent on things like food or other types of, creature comforts would come in with the Taurus card. This is about developing your own inner strength, listening to your emotions, listening to your instincts and your intuitions to guide you through no matter what happens. Take a break if you need to. Go somewhere, spend time in the water, do a yoga retreat, or whatever it is that you need to do to boost yourself up, raise your energy, do creative activities, fun, pleasurable, happy activities that raise your energy. In some cases, this can also be about birthing. So again, birthing is coming in to do with children and so on. Female issues can also come up with this. Feminine issues or feminine wisdom may be coming in, or a female figure. It is also that possibly fame or some kind of notoriety may be coming to you. It can also be that something is revealed under the light of the moon. So this can bring something to your attention, either a truth or something gets revealed and now you've got to look at it. In other ways, something could be a little bit veiled at this time. But in all cases, follow your intuition and your instincts with this card. You have got quite a bit of moon energy. You have got the lunar eclipse. So as I said, this I feel has either come to you already and you're now dealing with it, or it may still come in, but this is to do with a change of some sort. Now this again could be to do with birthing or to do with the changes in your body or something to do with children. It may come in like that, or it could be to do with your profession or just whatever's going on, but it forces you again into the present moment. It can be quite an abrupt change with this card. It could be something that bubbles up over, something that was already in the background but just hadn't taken shape yet, and now here it is, very sudden, very unexpectedly, here it is to be dealt with. But it will give you the opportunity to move into a better place. That's the purpose of this. It's going to push you out of wherever you are. If you've been in a comfort zone or in a rut, this will move you out of that. And you may feel a bit uncomfortable initially until you find your feet, and then you're okay. So you could already be in this phase. We've already had a lunar eclipse, and that was on the 26th of May. So you could be dealing with this now. All this energy could still be coming in for you like echoes, But within 6 weeks or within 6 months, things will sort themselves out. It's just a process that you go through. But normally, when the upheaval comes, it's quite quick and abrupt. And it can also be it may not be a physical thing. It could be a sudden realization or a perception shift that comes in for you. And now you are seeing things that you didn't see before. So all of that comes in. As I said, the full moon is on the 24th of June. It's in Capricorn, which is harmonious with Taurus. So let's see how this unwraps for you. And we have got the Aphrodite inner goddess. So with the Sulis bodies of water, 12th house and so on, and with the moon energy coming in, all of these things are indicating a lot of feminine energy. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine is immaterial. We have both in us. We need to balance both. We need to look after both. So this may be just looking after your feminine side at this time. And this is a very receptive quality. It's also about self-care. This is looking after your body, really doing everything you can through nurturing, whether it's supplements or going to a spa or taking a break away or swimming in natural springs, hot springs, something like that is coming in for you, where you go, you actually take your self-care seriously, and you allocate time for yourself, or a daily ritual, or just small things that you do for yourself to look after your energy, to raise your vibration, and also to just assist you through emotional upheavals or changes and things. Do everything you can, but make it wholesome and happy and healthy, to help you. And she's saying here, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this could be where the Taurus energy and the 5th house creativity is coming in. It could even just be you, going to a dance class or enjoying that in your home, when you're quietly on your own, privately. Enjoy that while you're cooking, whatever. Just do everything you can, whatever is self-care related, looking after yourself, appreciating your body, appreciating this vehicle which is helping you through your life. Look after your body, look after your temple, and do everything you can. And once you appreciate who you are and what you are and all your skills and all your wisdom and everything about you, your inherent self-worth, basically, that's what it is. It's loving all of that. Love yourself, love your energy, and just take care of yourself and do whatever you can in that regard. And as I said, it could be a retreat, it could be just spending time in meditation, whatever is right for you. Do that, and that will go a long way to assist you, to stabilize your energy, and also just to feel better, and it's quite a flirtatious energy as well that may be coming in to do with the sensuality of the Taurus card, but it is loving yourself and really being at home in your body. Now we have got here 11th house. Now this is the house of friendships, so this may be relevant for you. It's also the house of contacts and networks that you have, group activities. Now this could be something that you're involved in, like a book club or an association or a society or an online group. It's group consciousness, okay? So it's you doing your thing within a group setting. It can also be to do with global consciousness and global group activities. So you may be seeing things to do with global consciousness. It could also be to do with social reform and aspects of that, trends and movement in society, monitoring all of that. But on a personal level, it's really about your personal hopes and dreams and your visions for the future. You can get glimpses of the future when the 11th house is activated. So it's your visions for the future, what you are kind of, have in mind, and it can be connected to your hobbies and your interests. All of those aspects do come in. And that may be connected to a larger organization or a group consciousness or something like that. And perhaps you're trying to grow that, or it's coming in some way, shape or form. But it could also just be purely friendship based for you as well. So let's have a look. So it's saying here that the Sagittarius IC is a very expansive energy. Now, the lunar eclipse that we just had was in Sagittarius. So possibly something has been activated and you're seeing something now. You may be seeing something that you did not see before, to do with any of those aspects I mentioned in the 11th house. You're seeing something. You're seeing the big picture here. And with the Sagittarius, this is a very broad energy. It's a very expansive energy. It's about expansion in some way. Now, this can be in friendships, or it could be in an adventure of some sort, or just an adventurous mindset. So it can be physical adventure or exploration, or that can be in the mind. It can be through learning. Higher education or adult education. It can also be in the form of publishing, actually spreading or dissemination of information, your information through publishing or teaching, or public relations and promotional work. But it's expansion, It can also be to do with the law and legal matters. The higher courts may come in. You could be studying the law even. But it's got this very expansive quality. It's also about luck or a breakthrough of some sort. Any of that may be coming in. Very social, outgoing energy as well. And like philosophy, religion, and belief systems may also be appearing in this, and they may all be rolled up together. Now we have got here Bust Independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So however it's coming into this 11th house, whether it's to do with your friendships or to do with something that you're trying to expand in, could be something you're learning, or something to do with belief systems, or something to do with an opportunity that is coming in for you. It could be travel, even whatever it is. It could even be publishing and teaching related. As I said, just take it as it resonates. So she's saying that in some way, shape or form, you need to maintain this independence. Okay. Now this can literally be just an independence of thought, or independence of mindset, or your opinions or your ideas. It can be that, but it can also be a physical independence where you do your own thing. If you're going on a trip or a holiday with somebody, a friend, do have aspects which you are doing for yourself, or things that you are interested in. Maintain that in some way, but it may be also that you are a writer, and you've been offered something, but you need to maintain your independence in some way, or you maybe need to self-publish. This can come in lots of ways, but she's saying that it's going to be your foundation for strength and success. So you must keep this in mind. However it applies to you, it's important. Okay, Taurus, hope you enjoyed the reading. Please take care. Have a wonderful month, and please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.